Hey y'all, it is hot. This is Amy Feller. I'm the roofer chick with Feller Roofing. I was having some thoughts today and I thought I would just make a quick video in my truck, which is something I haven't tried before, I don't think. I was thinking about, a couple weeks ago, I went out to visit one of my customers, one of my favorite customers. He's a repeat customer for me. And he said, hey, I saw your ad in the Community Impact newspaper, which is a really cool local newspaper that we have here. And he's like, it looked great, but it didn't have any of those little icons. And I'm like, what do you mean those little icons? He's like, you know, like Home Advisor or BBB or, you know, your GAF, right? You should have a GAF one. I was like, oh yeah, I guess I didn't do that on that one. And so I went back to my ad person and asked if we could add some, and today she sent me a proof. And I forwarded it to my customer before I approved it, and I said, did you mean like this? And he's like, yeah, like that. And so I sent it back to her and said, yep, that'll do. And my point with that is that I think it's super important to allow other people to have input into your process when you're a business owner. And customers is one, and employees is another. I was thinking about one time, I don't know, it was like 4 years ago, I paid good money to send a couple of my salespeople out to a conference, a roofing conference, and I didn't go. And they came back and their heads were just filled with all of these ideas, and they were so excited, and they were like, we can do this, and we can do that, and we can do this. And my first reaction was, oh, I've tried to do that and that doesn't work, and here's why it doesn't work, and that won't work because of this, and I've done that. And it was true, I had tried those things and they didn't work. But I deflated them really fast, and they came back energized and ready to go. And so I realized what I did and I couldn't undo it, but I've tried real hard not to do that anymore. And I am constantly looking for my employee feedback, which I think a lot of us do. But the customer feedback, especially with coronavirus, I have had some people who are crazy upset with, I think people have cabin fever, and I think they're overreacting. And it's pretty easy to get defensive when a customer is giving you feedback. I had one a year ago that emailed me like this long email and about how unhappy she was with everything, and I got defensive and I responded to it quickly, and I shouldn't have done that. I should have waited. And then I realized after I responded that she actually had made a lot of good points, and I contacted her and apologized for my response, and asked if I could, you know, come out and if we could try and figure things out. And one of the things she told me was that when I sold the job, I was a salesperson, and she said, you know, I felt really special when you sold me the job, but by the time you guys were done, I sent you the email and all of that, I didn't feel special anymore. And that really hit home, because that's not what I want. I mean, you want people to be excited at the beginning of the process, but you want them to be excited at the end of the process too. And one of the things that I implemented from that was that we now give out bottles of wine with a Girl Scout tree at the end of our big jobs, the full roof replacements, to let them feel special. Anyway, I was just really thinking about it, how I try so hard to let other people have input in the process. And when customers come at you and they're upset, and you know, people don't always phrase things the way they should, including me, and just take a step back and don't respond and listen, because even though sometimes it's not like in the prettiest package, the advice and what they have to say is super important and can make everything so much better. That's it. That's on my heart today. Happy Friday.